In today's video, I'll be using these stock assets to try and make a nice little poster for Season 4 of Barry, premiering on HBO Max April 16th. Before we get started, please remember to like, subscribe, possibly share the video if you're feeling so inclined. I need your attention and your validation. Anyways, let's open Photoshop and see. Let's go ahead and open Photoshop and I'll show you what my original idea was. I had the original idea was to kind of put Barry in his jumpsuit on a beach, just like the beach that you see in that kind of dream sequence in Season 3 with all his victims. I found that portion to be really moving, and I hope that in Season 4 they bring it back. I think that that's kind of thematically relevant to everything that's happening in Season 4. And so once I found this stock asset of a guy in a jumpsuit that matched the perspective perfectly, I thought, well, this is gonna fucking work, isn't it? So I cut out the guy in the jumpsuit using the pen tool, not the subject selection tool because it sucks. Then I found this really high quality asset on Google of Bill Hader that fit the perspective perfectly. Once I put that behind the jumpsuit, I knew I was in business. The big part of all of this is getting him to wear that light blue jumpsuit. I had to change it from orange and try and match that light blue that you see in the trailers. Unfortunately, it doesn't really have a collar, as you can see from this trailer image, but we're just gonna have to pretend like it doesn't matter because I don't work for HBO. Anyways, once I nailed that color down, it was kind of just getting the shadows and the highlights and once I got the color down, it was just a bunch of highlights and shadows and color correction. You know, getting all three of the pieces of a human being to look seamless together is a really tall order, and then putting that person on top of sand is another really tall order. So while we're watching me go through this, I thought I would give my opinions on the show so far and maybe a guess as to what Season 4 is going to hold. It looks like Season 4 is going to be Barry's, he'll accept his position in jail, think that he deserves it, and then in some sort of twisted, mentally ill justification, he'll find his own way to escape from prison and either get revenge or make things right with Gene Cousineau and his girlfriend and NoHo Hank and everybody else in some sort of attempt at forgiveness, which is kind of also the thematic elements I was trying to push through with the poster, because it feels like he's trying to break out to face that storm that he saw in Season 3. Because in Season 3, he says, like, I know where I'm going or whatever after he sees the storm. And I think that that's kind of, he knows about his own damnation, which is also leads into why season 3 is so great. Season 3 is my favorite of all of them. Season 2, I think they all just progressively get better. Season 1 is kind of, it's got a really good opening, but it takes a second for me to get hooked. But then I love the ending of season 1. I think it's really great. It's really funny. Season 3 is not as funny, but that tonal shift, they balance it really well so that it's not jarring. It doesn't feel like a completely different show. It just feels like an evolution of this character. And as he participates more in this world, things get more and more bleak. So the best way, in my opinion, to end a poster like this is to slap a camera raw filter on it. I learned this technique from Benny Productions, but the clarity slider in a camera raw filter just adds this just beautiful texture to everything that you do. I think it really is the polish that separates people when they put their art online. So at the end, when I'm ready, I always try to do a gradient map and then a camera raw filter as a way to blend all the colors and the values, and it just adds this texture to it that I'm really happy with. And as you can see, here's the final poster. I'm really happy with it. I think it's one of the best things that I've ever made, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing how I did it. Thank you for watching. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me, and be sure to look out for the next video.